Southern Vanguard Radio. This is DJ John Doe, and to the right of me is my man,
Cappuccino.
Cappuccino, man.
Pardon my voice. My voice is shot.
Mine's the same. But it's
4-day volleyball tournament,
yeah.
screaming my lungs out.
You know, I was talking to Meeks yesterday when he was on his way home.
Yeah.
He sounded like a different person.
I didn't know who I sounded
Voice
like.
was raggedy as fuck.
Yeah, man. Slowly but surely getting it back. What's good, homie?
Oh, man. You know what? This is actually potentially our last
don't say
session in this lab.
Damn.
In this lab. Potentially. We might. I need to talk to you about it. We might try and get one more in here before next week.
I would like to get one more in.
Because next week is hectic for me.
Yeah, I would like to get one more in back here. I have thoroughly enjoyed being back here in the green room.
Yeah, we'll get one more in.
It's been good times for sure. I'm gonna miss it.
So Dirty Blanket Studios is going to be moving to a new location very shortly, in the very near future, sometime next week. So
location number 4.
Location number 4. So everyone be patient with us, like the last week of this month and the first week of July.
No doubt.
Because we're all juggling a lot of things. The 4th is coming up and all that. So we'll do our best to keep that twice a week coming, but we might have a little break around July 4th.
Just
I don't know.
a little
we'll
downtime.
see.
Yeah.
So how was the volleyball match, man?
Man, it was good. It was eye-opening.
I
never seen so many volleyball players, so many volleyball courts, so many volleyballs in my life, dude. It was awesome. Basically just getting back from Orlando, Florida from the AAU Nationals.
Okay.
My daughter's squad, they did pretty good, actually. They were only put together as a team 6 weeks ago, and they finished.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they finished 42nd out of 200 clubs.
Damn, not bad, man.
Not bad at all. They went down there and kicked a little ass, man. Shit was dope.
Dope,
it was
man.
good to see,
right,
man.
All right.
Yeah,
good little break too.
Yeah,
good little break.
Good, always good to get out of Atlanta, but it's even better to come back. So.
All right, beautiful, beautiful, man. Well,
what about you?
What have I been up to? What did I do
Freedom
last week?
is the name. Freedom is the name of the game. Peace and quiet. Peace and quiet.
Yeah. It's you know what? It's been good. I got a couple of days of peace and quiet. You know.
Yeah.
So we'll just leave it to that.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So if this is the first time that you're listening to Southern Vanguard Radio because you're a fan of the gentleman that we have with us tonight in studio, I might add.
You hear the jewelry clanking.
Yeah, exactly.
We got a superstar here tonight.
Word up. So Meeks is to the right of me. That means we got somebody in-house.
Yeah.
We're going to get to that in just a second. But if this is the first time you're listening, which I know we're going to get some new followers off this interview, this is Southern Vanguard Radio. We drop twice a week. On Tuesdays, we have a brand new mix show. On Thursdays, we have an interview session with an MC, producer, DJ, A&R, behind the scenes, whatever it may be. Last week, we had Sam Bobian. Is that right, Meeks?
Yep.
You're my check on that. From Will Sessions.
Yeah.
They have an LP out now called Deluxe. So we sat down and talked with Sam about that and all kinds of other things. All the work they did with Elzai on Elmatic. Yep. So anyway, go back and check that out. Make sure you share, follow, like, and subscribe on SoundCloud, iTunes Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, Mixcloud. Those are all the platforms. And we have some sponsors as well, right, Meeks?
Yeah. Tucker and Bloom, tucker-bloom.com, and the promo code Southern Vanguard and receive 15% off your order plus free shipping. And also Beat Lab USA, Beat Lab L5P, Beat Lab ATX, Beat Lab ATL Ho. Mega, what up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Without any further ado.
Yes.
This guy right here.
Man.
I can't even keep up. I literally cannot keep up. He probably hears that all the time.
Yeah.
But I cannot keep up with this fucking guy right here.
I heard he dropping 300 mixtapes next week. They already mixed, mastered, pressed up, packaged, ready to go. It's a done deal.
Don't have to do shit for the next 10 years.
But just
for the next 10 years,
yeah.
just drop joints.
Yeah.
So
work
anyway,
ethic is crazy. I love it.
We've been fans for a very long time.
No doubt.
It's really a pleasure to have in the house tonight the God Fahim.
The motherfucking God.
The God Fahim. Yes.
Yeah, Fahim, what's up, man?
What's going on, brother?
Thanks for
Man.
being here, man.
You already know. Thanks
Yeah.
for having me.
No
Thank
doubt.
you, man.
Yeah.
So I don't even know where to start. I was kind of thinking today as we put this together, where I even start off. I mean, first, how many projects have you dropped, I guess, in the past, 3 weeks or 2 weeks? You dropped
You
a lot
dropped
of
3 in 1 week.
3 in 1 week
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, just catch us up, like, where you're at right now, man,
Okay.
because...
Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? A couple weeks ago, well, I started a month back. You know what I'm saying? I hit him with that Iron Monkey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Produced by Camouflage Monk and
Yeah.
myself. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We went like half and half on the production or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Me killing the rhymes all the way through.
Yeah.
Then after that, like probably I say like a week later or something like that. Week or two. You know what I'm saying? I hit him with that Andamanium Dojo. You know what I'm saying? I got Obliv on that joint. You know.
Yeah.
You know, my people I fuck with on that production shit, you know,
Yeah.
same old. And then after that, I went ahead, I produced some shit for myself, a whole tape, you know what I mean? It's called Those That Slay Dragons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, produced by me, you know what I'm saying? Me rhyming all the way through, you know what I'm saying? A little help from my man, Mock Hami.
Yeah.
He stole.
Shouts out to Mop.
Word.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Mock out there somewhere. And then after the Those That Slay Dragon, I started the Dump God, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
I started the Dump God.
That's the
too.
lane.
God.
Yeah,
That's
because
the lane right now.
I got to the point where it was like my people was telling me like, damn, bro, how much? Like, you know, it got to the point where I had to look at what I was doing, like damn, I'm really going this hard right now.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? So I started the whole Dump God thing, and so far, in like the whole week, it's been 3 projects to drop. I dropped the Dump God. Heem Stowe dropped the Dump God. Mock Hami dropped the Dump God. And it's definitely more in the works, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's basically, I got projects with probably a lot of the people you could think of, you know what I'm saying? That's just sitting, you know what I'm saying? Just sitting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we working, man. We don't never stop.
Yo, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, what's a thought process, or is there a thought process when you've got so much music and it's readily available and, you know, people are just waiting on you to pull the trigger? Like you said, even yourself, you had to stop and think, like, what am I doing right now? Like, I'm killing people right now. What is there an actual thought process, a plan in place?
Well, yeah, there is a plan in place. You know what I'm saying? Like, my whole thing was like at the beginning of this year, I'm just like, yo, this year is my year. I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure everybody feel me and everybody know. You know what I mean? And as you can see, I'm dropping mad projects. I'm staying out there. I'm out here frequently. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna just ride this whole year out like that, with that same work ethic, with that same mind state. You know what I mean? And that's the plan. So going into 2018, you know what I'm saying, it may not be so much of this. You know what I mean?
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Meeks, one thing that I also appreciate about Fahim's approach is we'll really appreciate this because we've just kind of gone through this ourselves, but this guy's merch game
Oh my God.
is top notch.
Yeah.
And you're gonna make motherfuckers pay for that merch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, to the point where, what was the shit that I saw? I don't know if I saw it on IG or whatever, but you had a piece of vinyl up for sale.
Yeah.
Dollar Menu, right?
Dollar Menu.
Signed by him and Mock, one of one.
One of one. That's the only thing we putting the pen to now.
$5 bills.
$5 bills.
Five bills.
That's what I'm fucking
Green
talking
vinyl.
about.
Green
That's what
vinyl,
that's
$5
what I'm
bills,
talking
no
about,
joke.
man.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So when these motherfuckers hit me up and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just know, I'm selling vinyls for $5 bills, so you know you got to come correct. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Yep, and the vinyl is $5 bills. Hoodie's $80.
That's what I'm
Cassettes
talking
30.
about. That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
$50
You already
t-shirts.
know. You already
$40
know. We ain't playing no
CDs.
games.
$100 CDs. It's not a game.
It's not a game. It's definitely not a game. And it's definitely people supporting that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I know they are.
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
I know
you
they
what
are.
I'm saying? Definitely not a game.
You giving me some strength. You made me feel good.
Yeah.
Just looking at that. I like that. I needed to see that.
Tapes, $30.
Hey man,
You know what I mean?
we actually should be charging more.
We should be charging more. We've got a little limited edition gift pack as well, Fahim. And you know what? We can talk about it right now. We've kind of alluded to it a little bit, but we had a little bit of pushback on the price, right? 2 cassettes, a T-shirt. What else was it, Meeks? A sticker. And basically, Meeks writes the joints down every week, right? Like, I don't know if you noticed when we were recording the show earlier, but he writes all the joints down so he can repeat them back. Well, so this was a kind of a commemorative thing. It was our 100th episode. So J50
2-year anniversary.
Yeah, 2-year anniversary.
Man, that's
J57 came through. Superstition came through. Right. So we had a freestyle. All the joints were exclusive. Probably 90% of them still haven't come out.
Okay.
So we posted the package, the entire package, for $50.
$50.
Double cassette, T-shirt, all that shit, right?
Oh shit.
And we got a little like indirect pushback from it. I'm like, man, fuck that. We're not dropping the price. And so when I saw your shit today, because I never really paid attention to it until now, and then I saw the vinyl go for $5, I was like, you know what, man? Fuck that.
Raising the price.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like a T-shirt, some unreleased cassette, like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
You know what's interesting though, man? Like, to me, it is that's where kind of the audience has pushed artists into that lane. They don't have a choice anymore because you can't sell records, right? Like you used to be able to, right? Right. The game is not like what it's used to do, like it's used to with music. And this limited edition shit has become so hot. Like, that's just the lane you got to be in right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. So I appreciate that, man. That's
Fahim, how you come up with the numbers on that, man? Like,
it all started from a project called TGIF. You know what I'm saying? I was uploading shit. I mean, my man was uploading it for me. He was like, yo, how much you want to sell this for? And I'm like, first I was like, man, I want 50 for this shit. Digital, like straight up. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know, I'm gonna let them live a little bit, and I'm just gonna go 25. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I did the 25 on the digital, and then after that, I was like, I ain't turning back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if I got 300 loyal, you know what I'm saying, followers, you know what I mean, and they copping what I got, you know what I'm saying, and I'm selling it at a certain price, like, you can't tell me nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
right.
That's
right,
word.
Right.
Yeah.
So that started with TGIF. You said?
Yeah, TGIF. That
So
was like
all your
last year.
digital releases are pretty much at that price point now, or does it
Everything
just kind of varies?
I put it like this: everything before TGIF is you probably can get like, you know, special price or whatever, but like most of the EPs with under 10 songs, like them shit's $11. You know what I'm saying? Anything over 10 songs, that shit is a dub, $20.99. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Digital.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Hey, I saw too. What did Mox joint? The Dump God joint he just did too. He put that up digitally for 77.77.
Yeah, he put that up for 77.77. You know what I'm saying? We ain't,
Hell yeah.
Yo, like, you know what I'm saying? How we look at it is like, man, you either take it or leave it. We don't want to hear none of them complaints about, oh, you ain't got this. Well, get it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to hear this shit, because this how we rocking.
Right.
And then after this year, be looking forward to this shit to getting worse. Like, we dropping projects straight up cassette only. You know what I mean? Straight up vinyl only. We on some groundbreaking shit right now. We trying to show other artists, you know what I'm saying, that it's out here for us to get. And we ain't got to be, you know what I'm saying, doing shit how they do shit. You know what I'm saying? And not seeing good results. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, what you do with somebody with the illegal download or something like that?
Well, how I see that shit is like, you know what I'm saying, nowadays, it's like shit incontrollable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, anybody fucking around, you know what I mean, putting my shit up or something like that, I try to build a relationship with them or some shit like that, because, like, I'd rather know, you know what I'm saying?
Who's
have some type of
doing it,
yeah, exactly. Than have random motherfuckers just upload my shit. But, like, how I see it is some shit you can't control anyway.
Okay.
That shit gonna be up there, you know what I'm
No
saying?
doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That's real.
Sure. So Fahim, let's talk a little bit about like kind of how you started out, if you don't mind. So we were talking earlier. You're originally from the Chicago area, right? Or and so and you've been in the A for, I don't know, a good part of a decade now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Just I mean, what you know, what got you into this music shit, man? Did you was your house filled with music all the time? You have family or brothers or sisters that were into music that got you into this shit? Like what?
Yo, I tell you, my first little, you know what I mean, taste of hip hop is when I was younger. I was around, like, I want to say I was still in elementary. I don't even want to say I was in middle school.
Okay.
It was when all that Young Jeezy shit had hit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My brother used to like wake me up and shit early in the morning, banging that shit loud as hell. I didn't even like loud music. I used to like hate loud music, like just off the simple fact of that, like dudes waking me up in my sleep,
Right.
playing this loud ass shit.
Okay.
And then, you know, I started liking that shit eventually, you know what I'm saying? Then I started getting into it. And the reason why I say that's my first little taste of hip hop, because it was real in real life, to the point where like Jeezy had us rocking the snowman shirts. We'll rock that shit to school, get suspended, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Once I felt that, I'm like, oh, that's real hip hop. This shit affected my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we used to wear the shit on purpose when we ain't feel like going to school. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how hip hop it was for us. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of started there. And then like, but in the meantime, I always been tuned into like my Talibs and all that kind of shit. Because my pops, how he was when I was younger, is like, he didn't really want me listening to none of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had fucking BT blocked and all kind of shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Nigga
really?
ain't want me listening to that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I after that, you know, I was still developing as far as like understanding what hip hop was and what lyrics was and shit like that. So,
Okay.
by the time I got around like age 16 and started listening to a bunch of like Pac, Nas and shit like that. And then once I started listening to shit like that, I never turned back. I was like, damn, this is what hip hop really about. I was hearing how they was putting their words together. I was understanding it more. And that's what kind of sparked me off. You know what I'm saying? After that, I started learning my history, because I realized that hip hop was more than just some music that we making. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole culture and a whole history behind it.
Right.
So I started going deep into the history, studying different artists, you know what I'm saying, listening to their albums and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Listening to their stories. And then after that, I just fell in love with it. You know what I'm saying? I was making shit, you know, on my own. You know how I go, new school shit. You got your studio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was doing things on my own, rapping over beats that I probably heard here and there from other people. And then I was just like, got to the point where I was like, man, I need some original production, because it's like, nobody wanna, you know, you rapping on other people's shit, that's cool, but like, man, you gotta make your own shit.
No doubt.
And like, some of the shit that I was listening to, like, the shit was so hard that I was like, man, I gotta make my own like version of this. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the shit was so hard. Like, some of the shit I heard from Nas, the shit was so hard. It was just like, yo, I gotta see how I could make something like this. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't necessarily me trying to like be like anybody else or any shit like that, but it was just me understanding the greatness in the music and the level of it and the level of lyricism. And I was just like, ever since then, I ain't never turned back. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what's up.
Yeah.
Well, yo, you officially hold the belt right here at Southern Vanguard HQ as the youngest to grace our headquarters.
Oh man, I
think
appreciate that.
I think you beat Nolan the Ninja by 2 years.
Oh
yeah? Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Nolan, man. Shout out to Nolan, man.
Word.
I ain't never holler at him, but you know that's my boy. Man,
Yeah.
I listen to his shit. I fuck with Nolan.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah,
we
we
fuck
had-
with him too.
Yeah, we had Nolan on. God, Nolan was an early guest, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think
Like-
it was last year.
Was it? I think it was. I think it was like the first year we were on. Yeah,
Okay.
I think it was
Yeah.
like that within that first year.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I say that to say this and ask you this. At your age, it's kind of surreal to me to hear what you just said. With you being the age that you are, and knowing that, you know, what type of music out here is in the mainstream and classified as hip hop. What's your stance on, I don't know, Migos, Rich Homie Quan's, people in that faction?
First
Because
off,
like we would expect, you know, respectfully, we would expect someone of your age to be in that lane.
yeah,
But that's
yeah.
not you at all.
Well, truthfully, if you was talking about Migos, I think they going off. I think
Okay.
they spit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I ain't got nothing negative to say about nothing they doing. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I think they spit and they a good representation of the culture. Cause like I said, hip hop is more than just some music we making. You know what I'm saying? Like how I see them cats is like they representing a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And I know they is, because when I walk around these Atlanta streets, I see that shit all day.
Right.
I see a million Migos. So I'm like, it's
Right.
only right that they got a voice, you know what I'm saying, somebody. They got a voice of people to, speak for them and shit, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And translate the culture in the way that they do, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't really, I ain't got nothing to say bad about Migos. They be spitting, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And a lot of these cats be spitting like Rich Homie Quan, he official. It's the motherfucking generic ass motherfuckers that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got nothing against no trap shit when it's that original raw street shit. When it is what it's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? It's all this fucking counterfeit shit that I ain't into, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
And all these clones and shit, everybody stealing everybody's sound, and that's why hip hop the way it is. Everybody got the same sound. Everybody want to use the same producers and do all this shit. You know what I'm saying? All
that's
this,
what's up. And I wasn't, just to be clear, I wasn't trying to get you to speak bad on their names or nothing like that. Just wanted to get your outlook on the way you see it.
Like I said, ain't nothing off limits. You know what I'm saying?
All right. That's what's up.
Straight up.
That's what's up.
So Fahim, did you have you had family members or anything that were that had done music before, or like, are you totally self-taught, or like, I'm really curious about the process and like how you figured out to make beats and where you got your sounds from and like things like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna say my grandma a gospel singer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She a contemporary gospel singer. Play the organ, play the piano. But besides that, it ain't really too much of nothing. It's mostly self-taught. You know what I'm saying? Put that work in, kind of YouTube, whatever. Figure it out your own kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I came up making the beats. You know what I'm saying? I just had the ear for certain producers that I liked and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, they helped me a lot. Like how I used to begin, I used to just take my favorite beats and just try to remake them shits.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's how I just kept developing my style, developing my shit into what it is now.
What's your weapon of choice, production-wise?
Man, any weapon that can draw blood, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
And that's what I'm using, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what it is.
What'd you start off with?
Well, like program-wise?
Program-wise, machine-wise?
Well, how I started off, like, it's kind of crazy, man. I started off, like, fucking with, like, shit that you don't even make beats on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really one of them type of people who fucking find a way to do some shit.
Whatever
you know what
it
I'm saying?
take,
Like, But as of right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with that Ableton, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I do. That's what I use, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Them my peoples.
Yeah. So, do you remember at what point you wanted to say, I wanted to make that? I wanted to start making my own music. I mean, because you probably became a fan of the music, initially. But like, at one point, did you say, I can do this shit, whether it's on the rhymes or production or whatever? Like, did you have a pivotal moment, or?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, man, like an honest truth. Like, I just feel like I was put here for this because I had no other. Like, there was no other kind of. I was either gonna be this, or I was either gonna be this. If you know what I'm saying. From the beginning, like since I was a kid, like I kept it to myself though, because you know how it is when you an artist, you young and shit. You telling people, yo, I want to do this, I want to do that. You basically telling people you want to be a star. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I kept it to myself for a long time, and I grinded that shit out into what it is now, to the point where motherfucker look at me and they ask me what I do. Like, it ain't hard to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it ain't hard to, find that out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, like, I was always meant to be this. You know what I'm saying? I was always sharpening my blade to be this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew. So speaking of the music and sharpening your blade, actually, you're also, there are a lot of martial arts references, whatnot, and you're into martial arts as well,
yeah, most
right?
definitely, yeah.
So what was that? Just something you grew up, doing, or were introduced to, or what's the background there?
Well, first, I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna give you a hip hop story.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This shout out to my man Vinny Paz. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna give you one from the beginning. I was staying in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? And my pops he was a martial artist and stuff, like back in my younger days. You know what I'm saying? And like this ties into the hip hop and everything. He introduced me to like a real ninja. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who really like wear that shit, do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like now that I'm older, I'm wondering what the hell do a ninja do? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, back then he was a ninja. He had a sword, everything. You know what I'm saying? And all he used to play was like Vinnie Paz, Jedi Mind Tricks, shit like that. I got hooked on that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And then like from there, like even in the martial arts world, like I do real martial arts things. Like I train with people that's on the highest level. You know what I'm saying? Like I took a break. I fell back for a while, you know, doing my music thing. But like the martial arts thing is really something serious. It's not something that I just came up with and I just want to rap about martial arts. Nah, I really studied the arts. You know what I'm saying? I really do that. That's my real life. You know what I'm saying? I got samurais tatted on my body, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So it ain't like he just wanna. It's not even nothing like that. It's really a way of life for me. You know what I'm saying?
And how does that way of life translate into how you approach the music? Or is there a correlation, or is just you kind of keep them separate? I mean, I know you make the references and everything, but does it go beyond making references and, you know, titling your IG account as such? You know what I mean? Is it more to it than that?
It definitely is like on a,
the discipline is there for sure.
The discipline is there for sure.
It has to be, man.
Like I said, like I done trained with people that was in Enter the Dragon movies type shit. You know what I'm saying? Karate legends and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So when I just name my shit that, or when I, you know what I'm saying, it's a real translation of my life. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's not no made up fantasy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Yeah. Something that kind of I ain't gonna say disturbed. That's a little harsh, but kind of made us step back and scratch our heads a little bit was the fact that I think there was maybe a statement that came out from you or maybe Griselda itself that you were no longer like Griselda.
Yeah.
How did that come about? And I think everything is still good because you still produce with Griselda artists or for Griselda artists. I think you had something on West Side's Fly God not too long ago.
Yeah, exactly.
So what was the deal there?
You know, they're my bros. You know what I'm saying? That's my family. Them the ones who I came in the game with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, at the end of the day, me saying I'm Griselda, I'm not Griselda. Like, it's not that I ain't Griselda as in, like, I ain't family and we ain't finna kick it and we ain't finna burn these blunts or whatever. It's just I ain't Griselda as far as the business goes.
Right.
We had to make different business decisions and different choices that led it to be the way it is. But, like, that's family. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people all the time. I see my man Wes, I see my man Con, Derringer, anybody, you know what I'm saying? That shit is family, you know what I'm saying? We came in the game together. It ain't gonna never be nothing else other than that, you know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Just wanted to get clear on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, one of my favorite joints actually on the Fly God album, and I didn't realize it until a lot later, Fahim, was the cut you did on that. You did on that joint. Like, how like...
King City is the joint.
Yeah, the King City joint. Like, are these like the joints that are coming out now? Whether it's, you know, that cut or whoever it is you're producing for, like, do you have just a lot of that stuff in the stash? It just hadn't seen the light of day yet. Like, or like how quick is like the turnaround for the output other than the stuff that you have direct control over?
Well, you know, a lot of times when it comes to beats, either the shit is mad old or some shit I had in the stash and brought back out because you know how my music is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really no date on this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Timeless.
Yeah, exactly. I might have a beat from a year ago and that shit might still be hard and work for a certain artist, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But a lot of the beats, they either old or in the stash or they brand ass new, like right out the oven, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't really too much of nothing in between that, you know what I'm saying? They either old as hell or right out the oven.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So are you shopping a lot of beats now? Are you getting like more requests for production or like what? Like when you get hit up now, are you getting hit up for like on the rhyming tip or people want production or like what's the, you know, and I mean real inquiries, not some bullshit inquiries, right? But like, you know, in a real, like, you know, business transaction, like, what are people asking for when they come to you?
People more asking about the raps, you know what I'm saying?
Are they? Okay.
They asking about the raps, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of a weird situation because a lot of people like they talk about the production. A lot of people admire the production. They admire the raps. I don't know which one is more like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know which one is more
of the
like
draw.
ahead.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't know which one is more of the draw, but I just think it's the whole package in general. Like, oh, he got good beats and good rhymes.
Yeah.
And it's just that formed all into one, you know what I'm saying, big draw. Because I hear people say like, yo, his beats is dope, da-da-da-da. Oh, he's an average MC or some bullshit like that, you know what I'm saying? Or I hear some people say, you know what I'm saying? Or I hear people say, I never heard, but the thing about it is I never heard nobody talk about the beats. So I'm thinking that could be the draw, but when I was strictly on beats, I wasn't really getting love like that. So
Right.
I just think it's the whole
it's
thing.
got to be the total package.
Yeah, it's the total package.
That
you know
makes
what I'm
sense. No doubt.
saying?
Yeah, I can't figure it out. I can't tell if I like you rapping more, if I like your beats more. I do know that when it's your joint, you're producing it and you're on it, there's definitely an energy that comes across in the cut. Like,
yo, we fucking
hands
lose
down.
it in here, man. I'm
no
just gonna be honest
no
with
bullshit.
you.
I appreciate that. You know
No
what I'm
dick
saying?
riding, no none of that, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you know, between you and Heem and Mock
Man.
and even Al Divino and like, you know, all those, you know, those cats that you got, you know, that you all kind of run around with. I mean, they've been dominating this motherfucker for the entire. I mean, this podcast is about 2.5 years old now. You go back and look at the list, man. Like it's fucking
man.
everywhere.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm just waiting on the ultimate road trip where we can load up like a USB stick or a CD or whatever with just all y'all shit on it and just ride across this fucking country. And
You can
just-
do
and
it.
just-
You can do
and
a
just-
cross country trip.
Yeah, and
Probably.
just bang out.
Probably.
I'm just waiting on that road trip. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna take it with you. You know what I'm saying? I
No doubt.
mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, the situation that some of the Griselda artists went into was shady. What's your take on that? You think that shit makes sense? You think it's some longevity there, or it's something for the moment?
Well, what I don't know is what kind of, you know what I'm saying, situation they have.
The
you know?
particulars about it. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I can't really even say, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, at the end of the day, like even I'm going to talk about me, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you do all this independent shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You grind your shit up, you hustle your shit up, and then you look for a way to make it to the next stage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, sometimes it all depends on what's gonna get you to the next stage.
Right.
It may be that, it may be something else.
Might be
you know what I'm
something
saying?
else.
I know my man ain't do nothing.
Crazy.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I know my man
Yeah.
ain't do nothing that wasn't progressive to what they got going on
Yeah.
because they already had it on lock. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So anything they doing is to better that situation, man. My man a real smart dude.
Yeah.
So I got faith in that situation that is going, you know what I mean,
Right.
be fruitful. You know what I'm saying? Most
Yeah.
definitely.
It's wild you say that. I was watching a joint. I think ESPN produced it, something, the barbershop or some shit like that. LeBron was in there, 2 Chainz, LeBron's business partners, Charles Oakley. And they was just talking about the NBA today. Draymond Green was in there. Come to find out, Draymond is partnered up with LeBron on some media shit. Like, you know, on the court.
I think I knew that, but they're doing a bunch of trash talking and shit.
Yeah,
like,
on the
just-
court,
just for
they
show.
hate each other. You
Yeah,
know what I
for
mean?
show,
But
yeah.
behind the scenes, they get money together. You
Oh,
know
yeah.
what I mean?
That's
So,
how it works.
Yeah, it
That's
works.
just like
Totally
KRS and
works.
Shan, right?
Exactly, exactly. So, but one of the things, 2 Chainz was talking about was Steve Stout was in there too.
Oh, okay.
So they was talking about. I think Steve Stout came out of his mouth saying that, you know, it doesn't really make sense for an artist to sign a record deal these days.
Yeah.
And 2 Chainz was on some shit like, I hear what you saying, Stout, but no matter where you are in life as an artist, that's the ultimate dream.
That's the ultimate dream.
goal.
Yeah.
But see,
To get that deal, you
Yeah,
know, just
yeah,
to say
yeah.
you signed to somebody, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Even though
exactly.
it don't amount
See,
to a whole lot.
How I look at it is some people, you know, some people like, yo, like imagine somebody like me, somebody who been grinding, somebody who been putting in mad work, somebody
Independently.
independently.
Yeah.
You feel me? And And it's like, yo, you get to a point where it's like, yo, man, I need like some kind of break from all this shit. You know what I'm saying? You sending 100 packs in the mail. You doing all this shit by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it get to a point where you might just want a team. You know what I'm saying? And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Just make sure that shit ain't no shit that's finna fuck up your art. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, like I said, you know, some people's dream is to be signed. I don't give a fuck about that shit. If I make my bread, why would I want to be signed to anybody? Right. You know what I'm saying? What? I could rather be my own boss and fuck with other people and help them get on and all this kind of shit. I don't really want to be signed, but it's just like in the situations that you in, it's just like, damn, you got to level up. You can't keep doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to find that change in your career that's going to progress the shit to the next level. And then at the end of the day, you know how this underground shit is. People don't treat this shit how it need to be. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why if I guarantee you if all of us was running around millionaires and shit like that, hip hop would be back in the way it was. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why people ain't respecting us is because we ain't respecting it. You know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
We running around here just doing this shit just for the hell of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not looking at the potential or not looking at where you can take it. You know what I'm saying? And not even thinking about pushing the culture forward. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the culture need. It need people to push it forward. Like when I go see Tupac movies and shit like that, I look at how good that shit was. Nowadays, man, for our rappers, man,
they dogging it.
Yeah, they dogging it. You know what I'm saying? They dogging it. They ain't dropping no knowledge to the next motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing this shit right. You know what I'm saying? It's not how you do it. Right. You feel me? They just making they one song, blowing up off that shit, and then they get forgotten. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. That's how this shit been going. So it's just like, man, it's time for artists to start respecting their art and respecting their craft. Because at the end of the day, you got all these fans. But when your ass die, your ass better have something for your motherfucking family and shit.
No doubt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real. Fahim, let's do this real quick. Let's play the hypothetical. You out here grinding it out, making a name for yourself. Your merch game is crazy. The projects drop consistently. And a big boy steps to you with that paperwork. What's your approach to that? Let's say you actually sign on the dotted line. What's your game plan day one in the headquarters? Well,
first off, anybody come with me with some paper, shit gotta be my way. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't my way, I don't even want your paper. Yeah. That's first off, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't into that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody who know me, they know I'm not into that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, I'm a fucking independent entrepreneur, and I like it like that. So if you come with that paper, it better be fit to my needs, you feel me? Or else I ain't fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got time for that shit, man. I know my worth. You know what I'm saying? I got intellectual property, and I put a value on that. I don't let nobody else put no value on that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you come to me about bread, this shit finna either be my way or it ain't no way. Because I ain't got time for that. I ain't put in these hours in the studio for somebody to just take my shit and do what they want with it. You know what I'm saying? I want control over my shit. You know what I'm saying? I want control in my world. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers that's giving you the paper, they don't know shit about this shit. Right. You feel me? All they got is some paper. They don't know nothing about this shit. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know what else to say.
I'm loving this, man. I mean, it's like you getting the raw dope right here, man. I mean, and it's not coming from some bitter ass old dude like me. Right. This the youth telling you how it is out here right now. Yeah, Fahim, so you gotta respect that shit.
Yeah, I'm just stunned by your perspective, man. I mean, like I'm so. It actually,
Nolan had us fucked up the same way. You know what I mean? It was like when I got the call that we had Nolan Ninja on deck, I was like, I ain't know where we was going with this. But after listening to his music and seeing his grind and his hustle and how he came up similar the same way you did, it just all makes sense, and it kind of gives you this feel that the whole shit culture-wise is coming back around.
It is, bro, because at the end of the day, with that other style, with just music, hip-hop, period, I feel like it's nowhere else for this shit to go but back to the essence. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, we had enough of all that shit already. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I do not want to hear another fucking song about the normal fucking hip-hop format with that same ass flow or none of that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
We either finna take this shit back to the essence or that shit, you know, man, people listening to that shit for entertainment. They not really listening to that shit for hip-hop experience. A lot of these niggas these niggas that's on the platform that we see and shit, these niggas getting laughed at. They not getting laughed with.
Right.
These motherfuckers is known for being whack. These motherfuckers is known for looking stupid. Like, this shit is a known fact. When these motherfuckers is being known for sounding like somebody else, like, this shit is known fact to everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this shit is it's just entertaining just seeing that shit. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of people who just tired of that shit. What the fuck the next hit record gonna be about?
Right.
And what damn flow cadence they finna use and what producer they finna use?
Right.
The same ass one. So like I said, for cats my age like Nolan and me, like you said, it is taking a turn because that go to show you every young dude ain't on.
You could throw Joey Badass
with that other shit.
in there and
yeah, exactly.
The whole
Everybody,
click, whatever.
Everybody not on that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who not really on that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, my personal taste in music, I don't want to hear all that dumb shit. You feel me? I want to hear somebody put some game in my ear.
No doubt.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? All that
Yeah.
bullshit, I don't want to hear that shit. All that junky ass rap,
Yeah.
I'm good on that shit. You feel me? You say that shit for whatever setting you got that shit
Right.
for. Because I'm good off that. I want to hear somebody spit some shit, you know, which is, you know, every once in a while, it's cool to hear some of that other shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, man, let's get to these skills, B.
No
you know what I'm
doubt.
saying?
Word, yeah.
We'd like to welcome you to the validation hour of Southern
damn,
Vanguard
man.
Radio.
I got so
This
many
shit just
fucking-
got real.
I got so many snippets out of this motherfucker. It's crazy. Fahim, who do you fuck with right now? Like, I know you fuck with him and your clique, but
Yeah.
like, who do you fuck with right now? Like, you mentioned Nolan. Like, who do you pop in the deck that's new right now?
Who do I pop in the dead?
Yeah.
Shit,
Well, it didn't have
man.
to be. It didn't have to be new.
You feel me? It's either,
maybe where
and
you're
that's
at
what
right
I'm
now.
saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Is either some old shit, my homie, some Griselda shit,
Yeah.
or I'm good on that shit. Like,
Okay.
dead ass.
Yeah.
I'm not want to
Word.
hear all these stupid ass raps. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am not from that era. You know what I'm saying?
what's
Like,
up.
Yeah.
you know, I got certain shit I listen to that you know, move me or whatever, but I'm mainly like, I do my own shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm too busy into my shit to really even be listening. I got too many lyrics to be listening to other rappers. I got to remember my own shit. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck I'm doing taking my time out to listen to your shit? You know what I'm saying? I got to
yeah.
remember my own shit. I got to perfect my own craft.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I am with it. You know what I'm saying? I give people chances here and there, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, and I do love the shit, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I'm too busy making my shit, you know what I'm saying? And when I do go back and listen to some shit, I'm listening to some shit to get inspired, and I'm not inspired off this young shit. You know what I'm saying? I got to go listen to some OGs. I got to go pop in my Coogee raps and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every break between projects, I might drop a project, and in a week, I'm just listening to Coogee rap, Nas, you know what I'm saying, Pac, shit like that. And then, you know, I go back to my pen, and then I go in again. You know what I'm saying? Then I go back to that same medicine. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, this shit is not really, you know what I'm saying? This shit ain't nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? These young niggas rapping, I don't really want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't speaking nothing for my
Speaking
ears.
of that new G rap, have you heard the new G rap? The
I
whole album?
haven't. I
Yeah.
just heard a couple songs.
Listen, man.
But I'm going to get to it.
Take the time to listen to
Okay.
it because Meeks and I are the most skeptical, you know, curmudgeons, you know, whatever you want to call it, right? I'm always doubtful just from jump because we've been let down too much.
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
But that
right
new
now.
G rap album, man, you will fuck with
Exactly. Because this is the thing. This is why I even looked at the track list and I love the album. Just I only heard a couple of songs. You know,
Yeah,
my
man.
guys is on that album.
Yeah.
But I just see what Coogee Rap is doing. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the culture. Like he mainly did that album for himself, but you could look at it and tell that he was trying to display something as
Word.
far as all the
Yeah,
MCs that's
He
on it and
reached out,
shit.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
trying to bring the culture. He like, yo, I'm one of the OGs. I've been doing this shit for years. Let me let y'all hear what I think is hot.
Okay.
And he gave all of them a platform.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I really respect that. And I'm gonna go cop the album. I'm gonna go listen to it, all that shit. You know what I'm
man,
saying?
yeah.
Shout out to Cool G.
Yeah.
Word.
Yo, we talked to you about the people that's reaching out to you, whether it be for beats or for the raps or whatever. What about live performance opportunities? That's coming your way too?
Yeah, what about shows? man?
You know, most of the time when it be like shows and shit, it don't be the right shit for me to dabble in. You know what I'm saying? Like how the game is now, it's like these motherfuckers damn near be wanting you to pay them to perform. And I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't doing that. Yo, I'd rather not even perform. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then rather than pay my money and bend over backwards to do all this shit that's not finna benefit my career. You know what I'm saying? Me, if I do any shows, you know it's about them bands because I ain't moving for nothing else other than that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather not do no shows. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
I'd rather just keep it to myself. You know what I'm saying? Like the way they be treating the art and the way that they want you to do shit when you want to come up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because people treat you different when you want to come up than when you solidified and you solid in the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you want to
That's
come
very
up,
true.
it's a bunch of people wanting you to pay dues and do all this shit. And I'm in my mind, I'm like, I don't fuck about none of that fame shit, none of that shit. I spent hours in the studio. I'm not finna let nobody treat me like I'm some fucking amateur. I'm good on that shit. You feel me? I'd rather not do the show.
Bam.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, we need to see a package. We need to see Fahim,
Uh-huh.
Heem, Mock,
Immediately.
You're gonna see that.
at a minimum.
Immediately.
At a minimum.
You're gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? Because the way we doing things,
That'll
man,
go, dude. That'll go.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? We just, before we start doing shows, we just waiting for the opportunity to be what it need to be for us to do shows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like,
God damn, you know how buck wild that show will be, bro.
I'm
Yeah.
front row.
That show-
I'm
gonna
telling,
be-
and
yo,
I'm
that
telling
show's
you,
gonna be
like,
crazy.
like me doing the
Crazy.
show is something you really don't want to miss. Like, I promise you that, because like I'm telling you, like I'm really on some like Jackson 5. I need to rehearse this shit like 150 times. Like I'm finna kill it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
point blank period. I'm not finna get on stage unless I'm finna kill it. That's
Dope.
why I be letting these motherfuckers know I need my bread. I need what I need to do the shit.
'Cause I
Because
put
I'm
the
finna
work in.
kill it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm finna kill it. Like my live show, I take that shit so serious. You know what I'm saying? Because that's another part of my game. Because what kind of MC I'm in, I'm trying to stay at the top of my shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever areas I'm weak, I'm finna go find an area where I'm strong in, and I'm finna multiply in that shit. You know what I'm saying? And me doing the live performances, I know that's one of my strongest attributes I got to myself.
Dope.
So it's just like I ain't stepping out until that time is right, until I feel it's right. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yo, man, Europe, Japan, man, there's a lot of paper out there.
Yeah. We
doubt.
gonna be out there soon. Don't even worry.
Dope. Yeah, I'm feeling real live right now, son. Like I just wanna open the mic all the way up. We already been told ain't shit off limit. I just want to go into the mind of the God, Fahim. Is there anything that you just want to touch on?
Yeah, I'm with that.
Just current events, what have you? I mean,
Okay. First, I'm gonna talk
floor
about.
is yours.
First, I'm gonna talk about my nigga Tupac and that Tupac movie. Go see that shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what I want to tell people. Kind of like back what I was talking about early in the show about the history of hip hop. You don't understand what you missing out on if you're missing out on the history of this shit. You missing out on a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? That's just not from Pac, but due to history, this shit is like a big ass history book for you to open up. Do your fucking history on this shit. You will enjoy this shit 100 times more than what you are now. You know what I'm saying? Do your history on the art. Know where it came from. And I promise you, you will enjoy this shit 100 times more than what you do now. You know what I mean? That's one thing. You know what I
What
mean?
else you got?
Well,
Floor is yours.
Well, I could talk about this new shit I'm working on. You know
Let's
what I'm
get it.
saying?
Go right ahead, please.
You know, for a lot of people, you know, it's probably tuned in, probably already seen. You know what I'm saying? I've been working on a new project. don't even got a name for it. You know what I'm saying? I probably might come up with the name the same day I drop it or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm working on some new shit. You know what I'm saying? Same old shit, same formula. Got my man Mock on it. You know what I'm saying? My man He. Couple new producers like me. I've been working with new producers. You know what I'm saying? People that nobody ever heard of, giving them chances. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna hear a lot of new producers that you probably never heard of before on some of this new shit that I got going. And it's a lot of this shit. I've been working with a lot of the homies, like we don't never stop working. You know what I'm saying? I'm working right now in my head. You know what I'm saying? I'm brainstorming ideas, you know what I mean, that I can hit y'all with, you know what I'm saying, to keep this shit, keep the vision alive and to just keep this shit flowing. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. With you being a producer and you say you working with a lot of new producers, does any tension ever come out of that, or because you're used to working a certain way production wise, or do you kind of pull back a little bit and kind of let it happen?
Nah, because at the end of the day, I'm a producer. You know what I'm saying? And it's a big difference between making beats and actually producing. You know what I'm saying? Like, can nobody that produce, like, can me, you, like, I don't care if you make the beat. Like, you cannot leave me out the production of my own shit because I'm a producer. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna produce. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, it's a big difference between making beats and producing. You know what I'm saying? It's two totally different things. Like, I'm finna compose, I'm finna produce, I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna add little things here and there to make it bigger than what it is. Like, if I collab with a producer, it's like, you know, it's really a collab. You know what I'm saying?
And you do that a good bit too, Fahim, right?
Yeah, even with the beats, a lot of the beats that you hear me rap on, they not too far from what I would do myself. Because I'm a producer. You know what I'm saying? I'm gathering together sounds from different, you know what I'm saying? Different other artists and other minds, and I'm still bringing that shit into my sound.
And you got to keep it in your lane.
Exactly, keeping it in my lane. That's why when I work with other producers, it's still all in my lane. That's why it all still sound like the guy Fahim.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I've always noticed that, actually. You know, and that's not an easy thing to do, actually. Like, for producers to collab and be able to, like, that's kind of a, you know, that can be a challenging thing to do at times, just kind of depending on the personalities.
We're talking about some of the most egotistical motherfuckers in the world. You know what I mean? And that's not a knock at all. It's just real shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you get two of those minds together and they come out with some dope shit, it's one of the most beautiful things in the world.
Exactly.
And that's becoming much more commonplace now too. Like, even in like, you know, you see, like, on a really high level, like, you know, just like, you know, Kanye's been doing that for 5, 6, 7 years now, right?
He's a real producer.
Exactly.
Anything
Dre's been doing it for years.
He finna do, he finna bring it into his world. You know what I'm saying? He not finna go outside of his world to go do nothing else. You finna bring it into his world, and he finna add his pieces to it, and y'all finna collab and make something. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, a situation like that, y'all share secrets, y'all share techniques. Like, you know what, that's dope. But I would have done it like this. You know what I'm saying? And kind of show each other some things. Yeah,
because the kind of artist I am, like, I'm not the kind of artist that's into keeping secrets and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I feel like this. I feel like can't nobody do it like me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck. I can tell you step by step how to do this shit.
You still ain't gonna do it like me.
You still can't do it like me. Yeah. And me having that mindset is what really just keep my production flowing like that. Me having that mindset that, okay, it's only one me, and it's only no matter what I give, no matter what I take, it's still gonna be me, and the way that I do it is the way that I do it, and this shit can't be duplicated. That's how I feel. So it's just like, it don't matter what I tell you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been that type. Whatever I could do to help you with your craft, I'm finna do that, because I've been in this game long enough to know that, you know, these motherfuckers, man, the knowledge, they stingy with the shit.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you stingy with knowledge?
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
especially now. I mean, the whole
Yeah.
shit's blown wide open.
You that
right?
yeah you
go to the fucking internet
because and then I
yeah.
feel like if you stingy with knowledge, then that goes down to a whole nother characteristic trait. Like you
You're
just
right.
you're
Yeah,
a jealous
yeah.
person.
And I don't wanna
There's a
fuck
lot of
with
shit
you
going
anyway.
on with
Yeah.
you. Yeah, like
Yeah.
why wouldn't you want to tell the next man how to get it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I would want the person to do that for me. A lot of motherfuckers ain't been doing that for me, but that don't mean I'm finna go bitter and be like that to the rest of the motherfuckers, the next
Right.
people that's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
finna stop it right there. You wasn't trying to help me? I'm finna stop it right there. I'm finna build up, and when I get my knowledge, I'm finna pass that shit down.
Dope.
That's all we got is this culture shit.
Word.
Damn.
Man, I don't know what else to say.
I,
I'm good.
I don't know. I'm blown away, man. I'm impressed. I'm good money right now, dude. I needed to be here tonight, man. So
Absolutely.
Appreciate
this
y'all
has
having
been
me,
Fahim, what's
awesome,
what do you
man.
want to leave the people with, man?
Man,
Where do they go cop some shit? What's
most definitely.
Get your money up first and foremost.
goddamn right? Get
and
that
then,
fucking
and
paper
then
up.
go cop some shit from the
Yo,
God Fahim.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Get your money up. You know what I'm saying? And even if your money ain't up, man, I don't want to hear no excuses. I got shit that's priced for everybody. This shit is affordable, man. I don't want to hear no excuses.
Yeah, it is.
Motherfucker got $10. Motherfucker got $20. Motherfucker got $30. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Them shoes on these motherfuckers' feet be costing
Man,
like
come on.
$500. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got $10,
Come on, man.
$20 to spare for the God? Man, come on, man. You tripping. You're tripping, man.
It's the God.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, man. You like that shit,
God.
go cop that shit, man. Stop playing.
Word. All right, where can they go?
Go to Bandcamp.
Bandcamp, yeah.
Straight up
That's
Bandcamp.
everywhere, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Go to Bandcamp. You know what I'm saying? You want to get your little streaming going on, go to SoundCloud, but like Bandcamp is where you support me at. You know what I'm saying? That's
No
where
doubt.
I'm at. You know, that shit go directly to the God. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So if you support me on Bandcamp, like you really supporting me. You know what I'm saying?
We
So
always
none of that
say it.
shit.
Yeah, we always say it. Streaming is great, but please buy the album.
Exactly.
Cop
please,
something, right?
Please cop something.
You
You know
know?
what I'm saying? Because like I'm telling y'all right now, this streaming shit for me is very limited. Like I will not like. It depends on where I'm at. I won't say that I won't, but like I'm starting to shy less and less away from streaming and shit. You know what I mean? Because I like to have control over. You know what I'm saying? My fan base and the shit that I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's going to be projects that's dropping straight up vinyl. Projects that's dropping straight up cassettes. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be your way of getting the shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to
Yeah.
be no streaming. This shit's not even going to be digital no more. We finna really be selling records again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Dope.
Fahim, thank you, man.
Man, I appreciate
We
y'all so
really
much.
appreciate
Man, we
it.
appreciate
the music's incredible.
Man, appreciate
You know,
that.
best of luck to you and the whole
keep
team and all
pushing
that.
it,
Just
man. No
keep
doubt.
pushing, man.
You
Don't
already
stop.
know.
We need this shit.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all,
know?
man. You already
Word up.
know, man. I appreciate y'all for having me, man. It's
Word.
an honor and a blessing.
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
All right, Meeks, Southern
We did it
Vanguard
again,
Radio
man.
did it again. What?
And we gonna keep doing it.
This might go down, man. This might be top 5 today.
It's live. It's live right now. We're not fucking around with y'all, man.
Word.
It's the Southern Vanguard. We are the Guard. Twice a week. Tuesday it's a mix show. Thursday it's an interview session. Tonight was the God Fahim's night.
Yeah. It's the
got it.
motherfucking God, man. You already know, man. Southern Vanguard.
Bam.
We out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.